Here with Imran Jan of the Trinbago Knight Riders. Imran, before I get to the questions that have been sent from the media, perhaps you could tell me how things are going in the camp so far.
Yeah, well, it's good to get off a win a day ago actually. So we want to continue winning. Win-loss prior to that. So we take on Jamaica again tomorrow. So there's good vibes in the camp.
How's your first season as head coach been so far?
Exciting. Love the challenge and enjoying it. Most importantly, really enjoying CPL 2021 as head coach.
It's been, you mentioned it already in the prelim there, but it's been something of an indifferent start, kind of a bit stop-start from you guys compared with last year, obviously, where you didn't lose a game.
Yeah.
Are you confident that you guys are going to be peaking at the right time in the tournament?
Yeah, very, very, very important. Of course, last year was last year, 2020. We acknowledge that we had a great season as a team. So what we're trying to do now is to peak at the right time. And as I said, we want to get a string together some wins, most importantly, leading into the back end of the tournament.
A couple of questions with regard to injury updates. Darren Bravo was back playing again. Are we confident that we're going to have him for the rest of the tournament now?
Yes, Darren rolled his ankle. Thankfully, it wasn't that bad. So he's back with us and he is fully fit, yes.
Lots of questions about Ali Khan and his availability. If you could give us an update on where he's at.
Right, Ali obviously being in the bubble. Of course, he was a bit in quarantine for a little longer. So he's back and he's available, fit and available for selection moving forward, yeah.
Also, Yasir Shah's not played yet. Is that injury or just tactics?
Yeah, tactics at the moment. We're looking at our best 11 and we'll see when he and how Yasir fits in as we move along.
I suppose question here with regard to your spinners so far. Obviously, Yasir hasn't played, but you've had Akil, Hussain, Sunil Narain, and then in the most recent game, Kari Pierre.
Yeah.
Question here is about Akil Hussain, currently going on with a better average, a better economy rate than the much vaunted Sunil Narain.
Yeah.
How impressed have you been with this year, kicking on from his West Indies performances over the summer?
Akil has gone from strength to strength. His confidence levels is very high. He's coming off West Indies duties and he has stood out. His bowling average speaks for itself and his runs per over. I mean, Sunil Narain, everybody looks up to him. We call him king for a reason. But to have Akil Hussain performing as well as he is now, we're very happy with where he is at.
I have to ask you about the Super Over game. Obviously, great fun for those watching, but in terms of the camp, I mean, what were your thoughts after that? Was it one that got away, or was it just one of those things? How were you feeling after it?
Oh, Super Over. It was the third Super Over that we've been in. I've been involved in at TKR. We just didn't get over the line, but the mood in the camp after the game, one will be disappointment. But at the moment, we've brushed aside that disappointment and tried to take the positives out of it, moving into the rest of the season.
Most recent game against Jamaica Talawars, obviously there was a concern maybe that you hadn't killed the game off when you should have.
Yeah.
Was that a slight worry for you guys going forward, having them for 12 for 5, and made you maybe work harder for it than you thought perhaps you needed to?
Well, with any cricket game, you expect a partnership, but that Jamaican batting lineup is full of some power players. So we were really aware that they have Russell, Carlos at the back. So, partnerships, yeah, we had them earlier clock down. We would have liked to finish it off, but taken away, we would be happy with chasing 145 any day against Jamaica.
Your thoughts on Lendl in the game, 70 not out, first batsman to go past 2,500 runs at CPL. His form at this point in the season, something of a boost?
Oh, most definitely. Like Lendl Simmons, we have a couple guys who have not been up to par with the bat, but happy for Lendl. He has the backing of the management, the staff, and more importantly, the captain. So we'll continue to support Lendl with his push to get more runs for us.
Something you mentioned briefly in terms of partnerships, and perhaps something TKR have been lacking a little bit this year.
Yeah.
Kind of just been fairly regular wickets falling. Is that something you're quite conscious of within the camp?
Yeah, as indicated previously, we are very conscious of that and we've been talking about it. Yesterday, 102 partnership between Monroe and Simmons was a step in the right direction. So we're very cognizant of the fact that the batters need to put partnerships together moving forward.
And then in terms of you guys looking forward, I mean, have you started thinking about what you need to do to make sure that you get into those playoff games? Have you started having those conversations about what is needed, how many points you need to have, etc.?
Yeah, most definitely. We are fully aware where we are in standings, and it's important for us to win at least 2 more of the games just to make sure we're in that right position, setting up a semi-final, moving into the finals. So yeah, we're fully aware of what we need to do.
And then in terms of the pitches in St Kitts, which seem to be holding up pretty well, is it exciting with the amount of spin that you've got in your squad? As the games go on, there's the potential that comes into it and gives you guys a real opportunity to start dominating in those middle overs.
Yeah, of course. We are looking forward to the back end of the tournament. Hence, we've packed our team and the squad with the quality spinners that we have. So, yeah, looking forward to their role and continued role in our success in the back end of the tournament.
Imran Jan of the Trinbago Knight Riders, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.